I pull up in a whip, hell yeah. Bad bitch with her friends in my section. Into it, yeah, I get it. I'm too late, let me clarify. Don't kill my vibe. You keep on talking shit, yeah, alright, yeah, yeah. Welcome to my state of nirvana. I can do whatever I wanna. Think I'm finally done with your drama. Call me what you want, but I'm karma. You want forgiveness, go to the altar. She call me daddy, I'm not a father. See you on the street, I don't bother. Call me what you want, but I'm karma. I'm karma, yeah, yeah.
MG community learns that glory isn't given.
Well. Hold on a sec. And we are live. Let me just tune this too bright. There we go. These are your weekly up-head gunning scrims brought to you by 10 and 80.
Check group chat.
Brought to you by 10 and 80. Mute the lobby for a sec. I'm your Maestro of Mayhem, Eugene Abu Dhabi. And I'll take you straight into the lobby where the action awaits for this week's stream, the first week of August. Alright. The first week of August brings us the up and gunning weekly scrims, our first matchups of the day. I haven't even shown you the fixtures as it starts. The fixtures as we start.
Bitch, hold on to crazy well. Hey, tropical later, man. That old shit, bullshit, ready to swell. Got that new mind, blue mind, ready to pair up. Like, oh, tropical berry now. I go get it how I live it. Talk shit, yeah, nigga talk is all the memory. The chopper hit, chalk shit, walk with, yeah, nigga beeping all the memory. I let him hate, talk shit, yeah, nigga, this is all he did to me. More bottles, more bitches, more gold, more hoes, this is all a victory. Ballin' hard in my IA, watch the swerve, keep my mind straight, Giving dance shit you got gay, Giving dance shit you got this, I be talking like I got a Ray Charles chopper, yeah, that's my blind day, You be talking like you're big, you'll get crumbed out, you ain't got big, that got snake, watch out for that got snake, big bullet with the yours.
Billy Boys face up against Fines first up. Billy Boys represented by Killshot, Ab 40, Solo, Archeron,
niggas coming fast, chopper whip his ass, everybody trying to buy plate. Everybody trying to whip the coke up, get it back to the trust state. Get it back to the trust state. Get it back to the trust state. Got that rocket launcher or that golden Smith the Wesson, any check your golden hinges, got the black and white, the pandas golden. Wow, got that gold watch. When we getting more liquor, she be paparazzi with the tits out, getting more liquor. I be count money, getting cash, yeah, getting more chicken. Let me find out that you ride around with them blow niggas. Everybody around town, yeah, niggas go get you. And they go hit you. Fill you with hoes, nigga. I didn't get it, how I get it, talk shit,
right now,
yeah, nigga talk is all of Smith the Wesson, any check your golden hit you. Got the black and white, the pandas go get you.
First semi-final of the evening. This 5th of July, I'm live from the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. I am Eugene Abu Dhabi. your guide through this week's up-and-gunning weekly scrims.
Knock you out, Mr. Larry Holmes, nigga. Switch it up, clap you with the chrome, nigga. Or
Your
the German
guide
hit you
through
with
this
the
week's
drones, nigga.
up-and-gunning
97
weekly
turn to Mag
scrims.
11, everybody worry about me, get your own. Fall out champion, 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 fall out champion. The war not never done. Hey, true. Oh my God. Halloween.
Once again, Billy Boys versus Defiance.
Fall out champion. Fall out champion. Fall out champion.
Representing Defiance, Vibe, 3 AM, Saki, Dilior, and Kane. One header, Ab 40, Tolu, Archeron, and Pogocator. Hold the line for Billy Boys. Your up-and-running weekly scrim will begin now. Why are they starting with Search and Destroy though? Are they supposed to start with Hardpoint? This is a best of threes, correct? Unless I am S&D Hardpoint Summit and Control Raid. Guess they're choosing to start with Search and Destroy for some reason. For some innate reason, they're starting with Search and Destroy. We start off early. We're on sack. Delivery of the bomb. Delio taking that responsibility, starting out first. Early on.
The bomb has been planted.
Bit of a lobby glitch there, but it'll clear up in a moment. He's holding a Killer 141 Demon song. Maybe on this other side we'll have the LK-24. I'm just gonna let the lobby settle for a second. As the side of Defiance falling like dominoes.
Last one. Complete the mission.
CBR4 from Delio does the job of
Lost
cleaning
that
him
round,
out.
but it's
to
not
end
over
it.
yet. Ready up.
As in yellow. 1 second. In yellow.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
These are Defiance. In blue. Billy Boys. So, the CBR4. That's the first kill. Claims it. It's Saki who falls. Kane trades in with Tolu. On the other side. Delio going straight at the objective, putting Billy Boys on the count.
The bomb has been planted.
40 seconds to take action. Bomb down. The bomb is down. Archeron. Head straight for the B point. He has a DLQ in tow. His teammate Ab 40 following closely behind him. The M13 Morningstar. As drops Vibe. Now 2v2. Trade well in. Delio waiting. Sneaky man.
It's all up to you now. Finish the mission.
Downed. 1v1. Clock ticking still. Ab 40 too late. They bought
Lost
for
that round,
time
but it's not over yet.
as
Ready
Defiance
up.
take the lead by one more round.
Defend the objective. They have the bomb. Bomb spotted.
Ab 40. The M13 holds the A point. Archeron company dropping 3 AM.
You were
This
the
time
last
round,
one.
Billy Boys
Mission.
wise to the act, leaving G Kane on his own to fend off a 4-man attack from the Billy Boys side. Kane. Solo effort dropped by one header.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round. Enemy has dropped the bomb. Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
Grenade out.
Grenade out. 3 a.m. carrying the bomb for Defiance. This time round, Vibe drops by Pogo Cater. Delio comes in with this trade in. Tolu trades in further with Saki. Tolu will meet Delio. Inevitable. Delio ducks just in time. He's hurt. He sneezes. He's down. Giving himself time to recover. In the van, it's 3 a.m. as Delio falls. 3 a.m. to do nothing but watch. Headshot from Tolu. Does away with him as he racks up the kills for his side. The response from Billy Boys, stunning, leaving Kane like we're watching footage from the same round that just ended. And header waiting for him behind that door. If Kane doesn't cover his corners, which he doesn't, levels. We have a game on our hands.
The next round.
Billy Boys not going quietly.
Enemy has dropped the bomb. Destroy the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Grenade!
Systems down. Right behind the pit. Nobody sees him. Saki move. Kane drops Tolu. First blood drawn on that round. Round where everything is even. Delio still having the bomb in tow. Saki inevitably gonna meet Pogo Cater. Who wins the gunfight, and Pogo one-ups him. 4v4. Even trade. Can go for the window spot with Delio exposing himself.
Bomb dropped.
Pays for it with his life. Kane still by the window spot. Chooses for the slow retreat. As the bomb was dropped. He lost the bomb. Pogo will be waiting. He catches him asleep at the wheel and they take the win. Billy Boys reverse Uno for the lead. Billy Boys reverse Uno for the lead now.
We got the bomb.
Pogo Cater carrying the bomb for Billy Boys. Switchblade. The door, straight through battering ram. Pogo retreats. Archeron will be sniping. Trying to catch anyone's head off. It's Saki. Peeks. Nobody home to receive. Sniper does the job. On Overwatch, Saki down by Archeron. Delio seems to have lagged out. Vibe will be running at it with the DLQ.
The bomb has been planted.
Tolu. Or 3v4. One header. Sees somebody. 3 a.m.
Enemy down.
Retreats. Delio dropped by Archer on counter sniper on his spot. Vibe drops Archer on. Pogo Cater will be watching as the bomb is already down.
Last man standing.
Pogo traded in by 3 a.m. who caught him. With plenty of time to. Oh my goodness, one header.
Nice work.
Found him as he was attempting for the defuse.
Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
Trophy system down by Saki. Billy Boy's team head straight for the A point. Full force. Full 5 as they drop Kane. First blood at 3 a.m. predictably running at the A point. Pogo Gator. Back up.
Tango down.
And drops 3 a.m. One header trades in with Saki. Poco putting Defiance on notice. Bomb down, 40 seconds to take action. Vibe up top. Still lagged out. Saki left alone to take action. Vibe reconnected. But too late. Tolu drops him. Saki 1v5. Biden facing the wrong side. Archeron might be waiting for him. Archeron, sniper. Who gets the shot first. And he does. Quick scope. Does the job.
Round.
Does away with him.
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
Coco Gator.
Grenade!
Saki by the window. Coco
Lost the bomb.
caught out first by Vibey.
It's all up to you now. Finish the mission.
Straight in. But he's under siege and he's cleaned out quickly.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
As the Billy Boys take the win on Search and Destroy. We head into Hardpoint next. Search and Destroy goes the way of the Billy Boys. Hardpoint coming up next. Hardpoint will be on standoff, a bread and butter map on the whole of the series. Hardpoint will be standoff. Literally a bread and butter map.
It's a draw. Stand down.
It was a bit even there for a moment, but Billy Boys took firm control of the game when it got to round 3. That Search and Destroy. Bit of a push and shove for a moment. Defiance lost control somewhere. I can't tell. Got damaged throughout that one. We head into standoff. Standoff. The mode will be hard. Seems the player one was over 100. They say their ping was all over 100. I'm gonna start out with all the stories. Hardpoint comes up next on standoff. Once again, for those just joining us, this is Billy Boys versus Defiance. Quick recap: we just saw Search and Destroy, where Billy Boys walked right over Defiance on raid. As we head into Hardpoint on standoff now. A quick showcase of exactly what we're expecting.
This for my kid. Everything we did for the crib did hit. Flexing with Viz this trip. Going Greg 6 and G6. Lead lift 76. Eat squid this and that's a shade. Ticket strip.
Billy Boys face up against Defiance in what we just saw right now was a Search and Destroy matchup. They chose to start with Search and Destroy on raid. The first 2 rounds were an even trade where Billy Boys and Defiance went evenly 2-2. From there on, it was completely downhill for Defiance, having lost the rest of their rounds, being walked over by the Billy Boys. Up next, the second semi-final sees Ace Gamers face up against Anti-Meta Esports. Ace Gamers having been the completely dominant team throughout the month of July. Anti-Meta, try as they might, could not manage that month. Maybe the month of August holds something better for them. That's pretty much what's in store for these semi-finals tonight. All right then. Let's go. Once again, this is Billy Boys versus Anti-Meta. Up top, representing Billy Boys, Vibe, 3am Saki, one other teammate yet to join them, and Kane. That was Billy Boys. For the side of Defiance, Waneda, Lannister coming in as a super sub, Tolu, Archeron, and Pogocator. Defiance see themselves walking into hardpoint on the back foot, having faced a loss on Search and Destroy. Raid just wasn't their map. Hardpoint will be their point of redemption. Standoff, the venue. Potential for redemption. They will need it, do or die for Defiance. At this point, they lose. GG's for them. This could be redemption for Defiance. Again, I am your Michael live from the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. 4 minutes to 11 p.m. Call of Duty action. Brought to you by Tenant 80, proudly partnered with Carbon. Carbon helping make financial decisions, not just financial decisions, responsible financial decisions. We head into standoff, bread and butter map in the Call of Duty series. I'll take you straight into the lobby, full screen, full sail on hardpoints. Billy Boys versus Defiance. Redemption sought for Defiance. Dominance maybe for Billy Boys, and it seems one team is going to walk in with their hand tied behind their back.
Taking the lead.
One of the teams decided to go here 4v5. Decided to go with it at least 4v5. Bold choice. Maybe a hard one. Maybe this lobby, but 4v5 is a bold move all the time. 4v5 is a bold move either way. That is from Defiance. Defiance choosing to go at it 4v5.
Hardpoint
Billy
locked
Boys
down.
predictably
We're losing this fight.
ahead in the fight.
Hardpoint
Holding the point, the
identified.
Blues
Capture
trying
the
as they
objective.
might from Defiance to try and hold. But it's not happening.
Hardpoint lost.
38 on 8 is the current score. The rotations come through. Next point. Contest comes in, all yellow. Lannister drops, he falls to G-Kane.
We lost
In
the
the
lead.
outskirts. It's Archer on in there still, garnering the point. Vibe comes in for the contest, wins the gunfight. Now Defiance with a foothold in there. Can they hold the line is the question. Contest comes through. Vibe is still up top. Coco Gator spoiling the party. Trophies down
Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
by the door. Saki gets slides into the DM.
Hardpoint
Successful
locked down.
with Vibe in tow as the backup. For the final 15 seconds,
Hardpoint
Defiance
contested.
will hold that
Hardpoint
line.
lost.
G-Kane going in for the rotations along with 3am with a predictably so. the situational awareness from Defiance to know that they have a one-man disadvantage here. Poco Gator in the stairs might use the wrath of 3 AM. Vibe claiming that kill there.
Hardpoint is ours.
They're well positioned, the Defiance team. On the outskirts, some in front of the release point. One man in there to still retain the point. It's GK holding that responsibility, as it is not enough. Poco Gator comes through along with Lannister to spoil the party. 76 on 30. The Blues from Defiance doing their best to surmount that one-man disadvantage they have there. Vibe and company choosing to prioritize the rotation. Vibe by the tractor, waiting predictively as they surrender that point for the final 20 seconds. They're no longer contesting it. Kane is just holding there. 3 AM and company will be going straight at that next point. I see it's all blue there with Saki and company and Vibe running at it. 3 AM and go. That's well positioned.
Hardpoint identified.
Tornado will run in first, sliding the DM. Denied. Archeron will go long distance, gets his marker, slides in for the contest. 3 AM, too late, meets the face. Annihilated. GK comes in to spoil that party. Stopped in his tracks. As far as they might find, will still try to contest and get some scrap time on each hill. The real question is whether it will matter, whether they'll be able to get to the 100-point mark that's actually win the game.
Contested.
That heavy disadvantage. A one-man disadvantage really feels you're playing blindfold at this point. Vibe. The outskirts dropped by Tolu. 3-1.
We've taken the lead.
Not gonna win that gunfight. Saki comes through.
We lost the lead.
Takes one, but dropped by Waneda, who takes the high ground. Obi-Wan Kenobi. By the exploded tank, drops Saki. Sees Kane, who drops him, perched up on the tank.
Capture the objective.
Kane on a streak of his own. Dropped by Tolu. Able to go for rotations. This time, Billy Boys well ahead in the fight.
Hostiles have captured the hard
They
point.
approach the 150 mark. The open hill where it all started, where it's rotated to. The yellows heading in there, Lannister and company. Trophy systems down. Trophy systems down. With Archer on, taking the perch up on the tank. That he dropped. The Blues can get nowhere near the hill. They keep being frustrated. Heavily. 3 AM.
Down. Hardpoint
Find that
contested.
exploded
Hardpoint
pickup.
lost.
Nobody home to receive those shots. Poco Gator is up top
Hardpoint is
as
ours.
Tolu
Hostiles have captured
from
the
also
hardpoint.
plays third party.
Hardpoint contested.
He's in the hill getting some scrap time as 3 AM spoils that party. Long distance on that quick 6. The automaton working overtime. It's not enough as the actual objective falling the way of Billy Boy. Predictably so. Again, that one-man advantage on their part, helping them heavily as G-Kane up there trying to get some scrap time. They're at 50 points now. So a whopping 172 for Billy Boy. This was bound to happen.
Contested.
One-man disadvantage in such a game. The caliber of teams involved here.
Contested.
Match is heavy. G-Kane dropped by Poco Gator. Now the contest comes through by Poco Gator and Tolu. Downstairs. The Archeron cleaning house. Saki and Vibe frustrated heavily.
Lost the lead.
Now fresh off the respawn, they'll try and go in for the contest and get anywhere near the hill. Vibe takes one step closer. Tolu stops him, sending him
We've taken the lead.
3 steps backwards. This is proving to be practically GG's for Defiance. Can barely hold on. 3 AM tries to go in for the rotation, but it might not matter at this point. He's holding. His teammates have come through.
Capture the objective.
They need 3 full 60 holds. 3 separate points.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint.
Literally an uphill battle. Archeron with that deagle showing off takes 2 for the price of 1. Vibe and Saki dropped. Down the Annihilator on the back alley. yet again cleans house. Attacking first, climb the
Lost the
stairs.
lead.
Vortex gun does well to keep them out as we approach
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
250 in sight for Billy Boys to secure their way to the final. Billy Boys well on their way to get themselves into this final. .246, 247. It's about to be GG's as we get into the final game, set, and match. Billy Boys all too easily take it away from Defiance. Struggled heavily with that one-man disadvantage. A 5v4 was inevitable. An inevitable result. As they get straight into the final, the first team for this week. It's Billy Boys in the final.
Stand down.
We say goodbye to the final. Bid goodbye. Due, Defiance, Billy Boys secure their place tonight's final. Coming up next, Ace Gamers versus Anti-Meta. Two teams that already duked it out during the month of July. A repeat fixture. Anti-Meta versus Ace Gamers. I'm gonna get myself into that room first. Anyway, let me first see what they'll say to that. I don't seem to have a Let me give you a brief recap of exactly what just happened. A brief recap of what just happened.
This for my kid. Everything we did for the crib did hit. Flexing with Vince this trip. Going Greg 6 and G6. Lit live 76. Eating squid this and that's the shade test. Ticket strip.
Of our two semi-finals of the day, they saw Billy Boys face up against Defiance in the first semi-final of the evening. Billy Boys took Search and Destroy. The first 4 rounds rather, were pretty close, going 2-2. From there on, it was downhill for Defiance, who lost all the way. They depended on the hard point on standoff for a comeback, for the redemption story. It just wasn't happening. Billy Boys in the finals. Our second semi-final sees Ace Gamers versus Anti-Meta Esports. Anti-Meta Esports and Ace Gamers proper contenders for the month of July in the up-and-gunning weekly scrims. Ace Gamers having taken the whole month of July. Anti-Meta just wasn't happening for them. Tonight, a repeat contention for them. Will it be that month? We'll see. Either way, both squads face up tonight.
We off the grid, this for my kid.
In what exactly is going to be an epic showdown again, Anti-Meta, their chance for redemption from last month's losses against Ace Gamers starts now. That journey starts now. They can redeem themselves now. It starts all on hardpoint. I'm gonna try and get myself into that room. Password was protected, they're not sharing it. The room owner, I'm trying to chat with the admin here. We'll be right back shortly. I'm just gonna play a bit of one ad or two. We'll be right back in less than 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Dead.
Call of Duty community learns that glory isn't given.
$500,000 Kenya shillings. That journey starts now with Qualifier 1 beginning today. The teams that signed up for Qualifier 1 will be duking it out on 4 maps. This is the Pro Series Gaming Mobile Masters Finals. 20,000 Kenya shillings on the line today in both Battle Royale. 9 seconds. Wazi Joe is running down the clock, but
he wins. He
wastes
plays
the time, but he gets the snipe. Oh my goodness!
What a way to win the game.
For the last 3 seconds. Are you kidding? And it's finally going, settling the way of the yellows. Malawi threatening exactly what everyone did not expect they do.
and that's a comeback. Jones holds from the low ground.
And ex-wife spot out and snipe from a long distance. What can he do there? Whoa. Oh! Get one shot off! Oh my goodness! Can he finish the job?
To find an inch into the hill. Destroyed. Malawi hold the line. Malawi hold the line. Malawi hold the line for a comeback. Malawi hold the line for a comeback. It's 206. They come back. This is it, people.
Well, in a peculiar outcome, the team that's supposed to be opening the lobby seems to have set a password on the room that they haven't shared with anyone. They haven't shared the password with anyone. Ace Gamers seem to have set a password on the room that has the tournament, that hosts that particular tournament, rather. That's weird. That little time wasting thing where they've not set the room, or rather they've not shared the password and they're not responding, has earned them a hard point forfeit. Ace Gamers seem to have they've earned themselves a forfeiture on hard point. That's from the admins. Ace Gamers haven't shared the room. Rather, they've shared the room and then they've put a password on it which they're not sharing, which is weird. Remember, so far, Billy Boys, they're the first team to set foot into the final. Billy Boys, the first team to set foot into the final. Still waiting for the room. That's weird. Finally hear a response. Okay. That is weird. That is very weird. Well, either way, these gamers earn themselves a forfeiture on hardpoint. That's gone. The room still has a password. The room still has a password on it. Okay, they've opened a different. By the way, this is supposed to be Ace Gamers versus Anti-Meta. The team's joining the lobby right now. Anti-Meta down there with AM Insignia to their name. P-Kicks, Diddley, Vanish, Bobble. Ace, Steez, Pluto, 100 MS, and Mute. Seems still waiting for one teammate to join out. Hardpoint, yes, in time. Hardpoint forfeited. We're going for search and destroy, which means an automatic win for anti-meta on hardpoint. And themselves a disqualification on that one. Ace have handed disqualification on the hard point. Search and destroy. They start off on the back foot. Anti-meta. Having a 1 out of 3 lead. Automatic win on hard point for anti-meta. Automatic loss for Ace Gamers. HP. Hard point goes to anti-meta. So we start on Search and Destroy as the action now. Of course, I make no secret that I love Search and Destroy more than any other mode. It's usually the point where everyone gets to show off. Proper snipers, proper actual comms action, working overtime. SND is just the proper test of teamwork. The others to me just feel more like depending on Slayers heavily. Hey, maybe mine is a skill issue. No, don't speak, just shut up. Mine is a skill issue. Notice being told I have no skill, no talent. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Either way, we head into Search and Destroy. MXGX Boo comes in for Ace. That's their teammate. Seems the team, the Ace team leader is asking about the DQ. We've been waiting. They say the room was buggy. That's what's causing the password thing. If you notice something was wrong, maybe head to Discord and ask questions. Anyway, everyone was trying to join the room. But either way, we go straight into Search and Destroy. That is done and dusted. We're going straight into SND on standoff. Bread and butter map yet again. God, I love this map. God, I love this mode. Full screen we go.
Yeah.
Search and Destroy. We begin
Defend the objective. They have
Search
the
and
bomb.
Destroy on standoff. Ace D's carrying the bomb for Ace Gamers. Crossed out, he's holding the L card. CBR4 weapons choices of focus systems are down. The Blues on the other side defending and holding the A point predictively.
Enemy down.
100 MS dropped first blooded. Ace Pluto coming in with a snipe of his own to Diddley. Diddley got the Diddley delivered to him. Vanish trades in with GX Boo. Now a 3v3, 3v2 commentators versus Pluto and Mute fall. The dominoes coming through. D falls last to Buddha.
Nice work.
That
Get
was
ready for
so
the next
chaotic.
round.
That was
Enemy
so
has dropped the
chaotic.
bomb. Bomb spotted.
Anti-meta get the first round.
Defend the
Now
objectives. The enemy has the bomb.
On the back foot, off the back of a disqualification on hard point. He's carrying the bomb. Not for resurging. He's under siege. He's fresh into the smoke. Gonna go prone for a second against Bobble.
Bomb drop.
Bobble dropped, but PKX trades in. Does well to do so. Now behind the tank, the yellows are hidden. Pluto and company with a sniper. Gonna try and go long as
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
GX Boo drops, vanish, Diddley falls, PKX falls. Buddha somehow is left. You're kidding me. He's left on his own AFK at the point. As GX Boo plants the bomb to a player who's not even present in the game at the moment. Just gonna see if they're gonna figure it out. They're not gonna figure it out, are they? Oh, actually, Buddha is back against Pluto. Down Pluto, but 100 MS.
Lost that round, but it's not over
Was
yet.
waiting in the wings
Ready up.
to receive him with open arms. What's happening there? His team paid for it.
Defend the objective. They have the
His
bomb.
absence. Delivering of the
Grenade!
bomb. Charge to D's. Carrying it. Horribles tossed early at the A point. See nobody home, but smoke in plenty. PKX and company will be on the other side, holding the line. You see Pluto here with 100 MS. Vanish waiting. And GX Boo dropped by Vanish. Traded in. Pluto trades in with Diddley. A gunfight hits PKX. 100 MS on the other side. He used to go straight at the B point. Bring a round of roses around the van. And Buddha peeks for a moment, gets hurt. 100 MS going to pursue. But he was getting caught on the reload. Now this is going to be under siege by 3 men. What's his move? If he walks through that door, he's a dead man. Will he wait it out?
The bomb has been
Wait for
planted.
that ambush. But he might be looking the wrong way. Buddha drops 100 MS. This time 3v3. We even Steven. Pluto waiting on the sniper behind the tractor at the A point. Oh, these catches Buddha.
Last man standing.
This time
Finish
Bobble and PKX drop D's and Mute. The bomb goes down to the defuse.
it. Bomb
With
defused.
Actually going for the defuse.
Nice work.
This
Get
time
ready for the
around,
next round.
anti-meta get the win. Convincingly so in taking their gunfights step by step.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Anti-meta.
Grenade
Surging
out!
forward. Buddha with the sniper. Gonna wait. One of them to expose themselves. Takes aim at the tank. Aim for the first domino there. Nobody exposing himself. Nobody home to receive. D's on the other side. Watching long by the tank. Buddha. I'm certain he heard the shot. Mute falls to Bobble. Buddha seized by the tank. D's goes straight at the A point. Will meet 3 men and dropped by Diddley. Diddley finally
Bomb
registering in this search and destroy matchup. This time,
Target down!
100 MS. Takes down Buddha.
Finish the mission.
Boo takes down Vanish. But now faces up a 1v3. Solo effort. It's an impossible clutch, but on this occasion, Diddley
Nice work.
says
Get
no.
ready for the next round.
As anti-meta extend their lead.
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Pluto
Destroy the
will hold
objective.
the DLQ this time.
Bomb acquired.
Frag out!
sniper will catch somebody. No, guys, nobody home. On the other end, the anti-meta guys, well aware, but their reflex is working over time. On this side, Boo will be waiting by the back alley. It's Bobo who might be the recipient if he's not careful. Bobo on his part, holding the B point. These, an inevitable gunfight approaching there. These goes the wrong way, meets Deadly instead, takes him down. Dropped by Vanish. The trades come in. P-Kicks takes down 100 MS.
Bomb spotted.
Now Buddha by the other side of the tank.
You were the last one.
Pluto on that
Complete the
exploded
mission.
tank. Pluto dropped by Bobo elsewhere. GX Boo. Paranoia Pro Max 1v3. Any response on his spot? Remember Hardpoint. A forgotten story
Nice work.
for
Get
Ace
ready for the
Gamers.
next round.
Yet no response for them on Search and Destroy. 4-1 is the current score.
the
4
objective,
rounds
the bomb.
to anti-meta, who now have charge of delivery of the bomb. P-Kicks holding it. Heavy responsibility born. Drops a trophy system. Might not be of help if he gets sniped from that position. Pluto also taking the high ground. Obi-Wan Kenobi style. And nobody home by that statue to receive. Buddha by the window frags him entirely.
The bomb has been planted.
These will see P-Kicks. P-Kicks well hidden behind that pillar. D's retreat. Waiting by the door predictively. P-Kicks wise enough not to follow through. Diddley dropped by 100 MS. Buddha drops 100 MS in return. He sees D's by the dumpster and drops him.
Finish it.
Now a 2v1. Boo. Power from the spawn point. Slides straight in front of him and P-Kicks wins the gunfight
Nice
somehow.
work. Get ready for the next round.
As GX Boo could not ADS just in time. Could not ADS in time for that.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the
And
bomb.
now what could be the last round for Ace? A far cry from their performance last month, and Nade catches Diddley and Bobo at the same time from GX Boo. Kobe from GX Boo, long distance. Vanish. Saw someone. It's Pluto who got dropped by P-Kicks. Mute. Takes aim at P-Kicks and wins the fight. These will go for the back alley. DB, they'll be on 100 MS. He's facing the wrong way when he doesn't see Buddha in that same back alley. He faces the wrong way, DLB. Just as Vanish had exposed himself momentarily. Man is moving like a paranoid crackhead now. On the other side, Buddha and Vanish hand-holding Pro Max. They need to. They're staring down the barrel of a 2v4. As one, the deficit reduced. Vanish catches Mute. Take down D's. Buddha takes down D's rather. The backup working overtime has now leveled 2v2. This could be a clutch on their part as MJX Bobo.
Finish the
MJX
mission.
Boo drops Vanish, but Buddha trades in 1v1. 100 MS had better pray. The MS doesn't live up to his name. Buddha
Lost that round, but it's
fight
not over
for
yet.
time.
Ready up.
As finally Ace Gamers register a win. They bought and stalled for time. Buddha and company
Destroy the objective.
taking
We
their
got the bomb.
second loss in this search and destroy game. Chance, beginning of a comeback. Long road for Ace. The nade from Pluto catching Diddley. Now on the back foot, the dominoes start to fall early. Boo caught while he was perched up at the A point by Buddha. Counter snipe on his spot, the DLQ Zealot. Who else is sniping? It's Pluto. He's able to receive. He might. No, it's PKX who claims the kill. This snipe getting nobody as Pluto just keeps getting not ambush, it's under siege. Literally under siege, just receiving shots there. PKX long distance claims the kill from the LK-24. 1v2. 100 MS. The plant, he falls as anti-meta take search and destroy and take the series. They take the series. Hardpoint went their way by virtue of a forfeit for time wasting to Ace Gamers, and now earning it on search and destroy. They face Billy Boys in the finals. They face Billy Boys in the finals.
It's a draw. Stand down.
They face Billy Boys in the finals. I'll do a quick recap of what just happened today. A quick recap of what just happened today.
This for my kid. Everything we did for the crib did hit. Flexing with Viz this trip. Going Greg 6 and G6. Lit live 76. Eating squid this and that's the shade test. Ticket strip.
We started off our first semi-final matchup with Billy Boys facing up against Defiance. The first round of Search and Destroy was a close encounter. At some point, Defiance completely collapsed, giving Billy Boys the advantage to walk all over them for the rest of the rounds of Search and Destroy. Defiance depended on Hardpoint for their comeback, but that story was not going according to the script, where Billy Boys completely walked over them in a 5v4. Ace Gamers versus Anti-Meta, the semi-final number 2 that just concluded. Ace Gamers suffered a loss on Hardpoint by virtue of a forfeit, basically, because they time wasted. So they depended on Search and Destroy for their comeback story. That was not to be, as they just got squashed out by Anti-Meta, who redeemed themselves from their dismal performance in the month of July. Their script going on now. They head to the finals to face up against Billy Boy. Right now, we're getting to the finals. I want to wait for that room for the final, final lobby, which has Billy Boys face up against Ace Gamers. Billy Boys face up against Anti-Meta. Ooh, jumped the gun there. Billy Boys face up against Anti-Meta in the finals right now. Billy Boys face up against Anti-Meta in the finals right now. So they sort that room out. Play 1 60-second trailer. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Call of Duty community lands that glory.
right, and we're back. We are back. As we head straight into the final, Billy Boys face up against Anti-Meta in the finals. How we got there? Anti-Meta, having just won the last game we just saw here, against Ace Gamers. Ace Gamers for the forfeit and hard point or time wasting. They depended on Search and Destroy for their comeback story. It was a scene that Anti-Meta proved themselves and took Billy Boys faced up against the finals. That was their story. Get their way first into the final. Billy Boys segues nicely against Anti-Meta for tonight's final. Best of 5, hard point, Search and Destroy, and Control. Descending, and then Control.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing, walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile, almost there, don't give a shout. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
We wait for Billy Boys up top.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep
Ready to
doing
complete
my
the Billy Boys squad.
walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile, almost there, don't give a shout. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Anti-Meta. Roshan Singh. We are Anti-Meta, here to take people's spots. Jeez. NMS Rossi. Also putting in a good word for Anti-Meta. Putting in a good word for Anti-Meta. All right. Once again, a quick recap, brief and quick. What you see right now on your screens, let me put it full screen. Anti-Meta versus Billy Boys. Billy Boys currently having filled up the lobby there. There's a spot. Anti-Meta yet to join us. Billy Boys, the Gladiators, towing the line for them. AB 40. Lannister, Coco Gator, Archeron, and Juanita. As Anti-Meta waltz in briskly, represented by Diddley, Bobble, Anti-Tummy coming in as a super sub. Buddha, P-Kicks for Anti-Meta. It's Magaboo, not GX2. Sorry man, I was reading your name as it is. It's Magaboo. I'll keep that in mind. read your name out just as it is. They want to just complicate. Magaboo. Right. Once again, I'm your Maestro of Mayhem, Eugene Abu Dhabi, coming to you live from the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. This Saturday evening, the 5th of August. These are your up-and-gunning weekly scrims brought to you by 10 and 80, only partnered with Carbon. Your final sees Billy Boys take on Anti-Meta. Map votes coming in. Chaotic. I'm looking at it right now on Discord. We'll be quick though. Remember, the final is always a best of 5. The mode as usual, hard point, search and destroy. Finally, control. We wrote it again between hard point and SMB. Thank God we don't see control twice. We start on hard point on standoff. Standoff once again being a popular choice in this place. Thank God for that. Shoot house.
Slowly.
Summit, I'm seeing on the map they banned Summit for force control. They're banning Summit. Not make map for Summit. Oh, the second one. Right, firing range. So we start on Summit standoff. I mean hardpoint on standoff. First hardpoint will be on standoff as we head into it straight on. Jump straight into the fire. Billy Boys versus Anti-Meta, starting us off. We are underway. Billy Boys versus Anti-Meta.
Hardpoint identified.
Let's go.
It's too close. Fight harder.
Billy Boys in blue, Anti-Meta in yellow.
Hardpoint lost.
As early on, the yellows, Anti-Meta holding scrap time heavily into the point. Juanita and Co will try to go for the flank, but Kami and company in scrap time. Juanita finally goes upstairs, gets the kill, but not the scrap time. 20 seconds in, it's all Anti-Meta in there. Juanita and Co fresh off the respawn, and they respond. Kami is waiting for them. Access denied. Kami doing well with the LK-24. A simple LK-24 as Tolu cleans him out.
Lost the lead.
Try and access from the other side. Full flank, takes 2 for the price of 1. Well in, the Blues register their first scrap time. Final tells 10 seconds. Early on the rotations, is still the Blues like speed long distance to the next hill. Early on the rotations, it's still the Blues early in there. Juanita and Archeron.
Is ours.
Archeron already with a streak there, releases a hunter killer drone. It's Lannister upstairs. Watching Overwatch, but dropped by P-Kicks. He's trying to find an inch in there. So far, 20 seconds left. 20 seconds taken.
Hardpoint contested.
The Billy Boys. Dropped by P-Kicks, who takes 2 for the price of 1 to spoil the party. Archeron slides in to contest. contest is still on. No scrap time. It goes briefly the way of the yellows from anti-meta, but it's taken from them yet again. Now it's all about who's going to get to the next point
Hardpoint contested.
first. As Vanish, who chose to prioritize rotations, wise to
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
have Tommy as backup. The yellows heavily in there. Final 10 seconds going the way of the blues, but it wouldn't mean anything. Juanita early to that side, but caught off by Diddley. He had no backup. Uphill task, literally. As the contestant comes through, P-Kicks has a battle of his own against Tolu. Diddley drops Lannister elsewhere outdoors. Now all yellow. Pogocator by the exploded tank outside the hill will face a battle of his own to try and buy time for his teammates to get there. Archeron upstairs wins the gunfight against Tummy. As anti-meta get kicked out of the hill. The point 60 on 48, getting much closer. It's a push and pull in this first game of this final. Anti-meta versus Billy Boys in blue. Billy Boys, anti-meta in yellow. We hold the final 10 seconds as the rotations will matter more. We see it long distance. It's the blues. Archeron predictably in the next point, buying time for his teammates. Now he has an Annihilator in hand. Will frustrate Promax with it. Long distance, predictably he does so with the Annihilator. Archeron frustrating the anti-meta team. Gator at a spawn point held the line all too briefly, but it's still all blue inside there with Lannister.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Dropped
Hardpoint locked down. We've taken the lead.
They're still holding the point as they finally catch up. The Billy Boys, for the first time, take the lead on a hard point. This best of 5 sees finally the Billy Boys take their lead for the first time. They hold it is the real question. Juanita takes those steps to make sure they do so. Archeron as the backup, taking down Diddley, charging himself with the battle outside the hill. No contest for the final 10 seconds as it rotates to all. It all started. The hill, the very exposed one, the outdoorsy one, exposed to any form of streaks to rain hell in there. The yellows send bodies full surge. Tommy in the corners, drop Lannister. Gator catches him on the reload. Gator himself gets dropped down. Archeron goes by for the backup. Diddley slides in for the yellows. Takes advantage of the smoke, but Juanita with a reverse Uno card played. Blues hold. Briefly, but they hold. The lead still theirs. Billy Boys now holding what they earned, rightfully so. 115 on 80 is the current score. Contest comes through.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Diddley holds for the final 10 seconds for anti-meta. He lets go as the rotations are prioritized. The yellows going for that gunfight. Tummy will lead that charge. Goes upstairs. Diddley on the outskirts. Goes long as Archeron does well to go long on his LK-24 and wins the gunfight. Bobo was still in there getting the scrap time as Juanita calls the party again, long distance. Who's in the point for them? It's Tolu.
Hardpoint contested.
Tommy comes in with the contest with Vanish as backup. Anti-meta. Take it back. All too easy. Lannister takes the first step to clear it out. Tolu beyond the outskirts, going upstairs. Frags the man by the window, taking his spot. Diddley spoils the party yet again, and made in there, he retreats, goes downstairs. Briefly, they push and pull the scores, not going above 10 in the deficit. 125 to 110, and 120 rather. They finally catch up, the anti-meta team, and not just catch up, they take a brief lead. He spoke too soon. Nope. Yep, there is the lead. There is the lead. So the rotations will matter on this time as Tommy finds himself as the only one. Counts for nothing.
Capture the objective.
His teammate is still far out.
Hunter-killer drone deployed.
The Steelers are still all too far out. Diddley leads that charge with Annihilator and gets taken down before he could get to use it. Lannister and company holding the line with Tolu. He goes upstairs. Drops down Lannister. Tolu drops on his own. Gator is still holding the line. Tolu effort, but Diddley does away with him.
We've taken the lead.
CBR4 lattice. Time for them as they get through the corners. The yellows hold the hill. Anti-meta taking back their lead. Clearly an even match as they drag out this hardpoint matchup hill by hill. Bare knuckle brawl, 134 and 165. The rotations will matter for everything as Pogo Gator holds early onto the next one. Diddley
We've taken the lead.
rotates. Juanita leads the charge for the Billy Boys.
Capture the objective.
Dropped by Diddley, who had an Annihilator. Cleaned out as he only got one kill with it. Anti-meta goes into the alternative entrance. Pogo Gator takes one.
Hardpoint lost.
D-Kicks drops him as well. Need on the other side.
Hardpoint is ours. Hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
He covers the entrance with that CBR4. The SMG working over there. Yellows block the entrance. Being taken 2 for the price of 1. Blocking. It's like a duck hunt on that side. As Diddley falls again with the dominoes. The entire anti-meta team dropped by at one exact entrance actually. The entire team was cleaned out at one entrance as they tried to access the hill. Allowing this side of Billy Boys to catch up with them at the 170 point mark. They are going to drag this out all the way to 200.
We've taken the lead.
Final 5 seconds for the way of anti-meta on that hill. We fall back to the open hill. The streaks will come into play here heavily. Along with the thrower board, along with those trophy systems. This very exposed hill. All too open. The yellows take it early. Anti-meta taking the lead yet again. They'll be first to hit 200. All too momentarily, commentators Curse Diddley comes in to make sure what I said was accurate. We finally hit 200. Tolu stalls for time, but it's still 200 for anti-meta. Still taking the lead as the Blues now finally take it back. Archeron leading that advance. And he holds the line. Vanish and Bobble. Make sure he doesn't. Lannister, who goes straight at the door, meets the bullets from Bobble. Archer lost the lead in the back alley. Full force to yellow. Anti-meta team who are being cleaned out by Pogo Gator and Archeron. In the final 10 seconds, it goes their way, Billy Boys. Not enough to get to 200, but they close the gap. 217 on 189. The rotations will mean everything on this point. Complete pandemonium as we get there. Juanita with the gravity vortex gun. Cover each entrance. Trying to frustrate on each entrance. Does so and does it well with the CBR4 to clean house. The Blues hold the point. He goes upstairs to do so as they get to 200. Lannister and Pogo Gator come in as backups. He goes long on the automaton. Spoils the party at Pogo Gator. Pogo Gator. Oh my goodness. Pogo Gator. The back alley of that hill to try and hold as the contest comes through. Nobody garnering the points, but it's 220 on 200. The yellows have it momentarily, but they have it. Approaching GG's Pogo Gator. Pogo Gator. Oh my god, his name is just bloody confusing me. Pogo Gator. Pogo Gator holds it for the final 10 seconds as the rotations come into play. It's all yellow on the next hill. The Blues on the side of Billy Boys are late to the party. The nades tossed, but Diddley with the Diddley on that Annihilator spoils the party on the back alley. They are late to garner the scrap time, and it's all yellow. They might be comfortable with this one as they take it. Poco comes through with Juanita as they try and get it on the dying seconds to clean it out. It's complete pandemonium on that hill for the uptake. The yellows have it 10 points away. Poco can
Muster up no response as Diddley and company with Vanish hold the line. It's GG's as they end it on hardpoint. Anti-meta take the win on hardpoint. Anti-meta take the win on hardpoint. Coco Gator, I need to get his name right. Coco Gator.
Draw. Stand down.
That was pretty close. Anti-meta take the win on a hard point and barely. This time it wasn't happening for the Billy Boys. Search and Destroy sees them on the back foot. SND sees them on the back foot this time round. SND finds the Billy Boys on the back foot. Rotate the host. The ping is bad for anti-meta. As we head into S&D, the map of choice is Summit. That's right. Search and Destroy on Summit, the snowy Badlands. Hold on. My mind. Firing range. I don't know how to read. I knew you'd say that. Is a Summit. Chosen fire. Let's just wait and see. Second hard one is Summit is supposed to be the map. Bit of an update on the rotate on the positions of the players. Anti-meta have taken the fourth position. P-Kicks, Bubble, Buddha, Vanish, and Diddley are the roster for anti-meta. They just took the win on hardpoint. Tolu, Ab 40, Coco Gator, Archeron, and Juanita for Billy Boys, suffering a loss on hardpoint. Are your up and gunning weekly scrims brought to you by 10 and 8. We head straight into S&D. So they've picked firing range. Then we'll go straight into firing range to start this one out. Delivery of the bomb starts with Coco Gator as Vanish falls early. Kicks dropped as anti-meta suffer heavy losses to start. 2v5. Coco Gator putting them on notice.
The bomb has been planted.
Anti-meta Bobo dropped. Buddha
left alone. Tolu and loses the gunfight. Even if he saw
Lost
him
that round,
early
but it's
on.
not over yet. Ready up.
Still responsibility of planting the bomb, going
Defend
the way
spotted.
of Billy Boys.
We got the bomb.
Remember, they just lost hard point. Just took the first round of enemies. Really gonna drag this one out. Diddley falls to Juanita's grenade. Tolu traded in by Buddha. They do well to respond anti-meta. P-kicks dropped by Ab 40. Buddha gonna meet two men at the A point. He's about to get completely flanked out by Archeron, who was waiting for it. It's actually Archeron, the sniper, was on the other side of the A point. There still was someone from the
bomb has been planted.
Billy Boys who was flanking. Vanish. Try and catch Juanita and loses the gunfight. Bobo, left alone, fend off a 1v3, which he loses
Lost that round.
on the first
it's
fight.
not over yet. Ready up.
A complete collapse from the side of anti-meta on this search and destroy matchup.
Defend
Doesn't
the
seem to be
objectives.
their
The
strength,
enemy
this
has the
one.
bomb.
Sniper, it's Archer on sniper. Risky snipes there, but still catching no target. He actually does catch P-kicks. Takes his head off. Dear Lord.
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
He retreats before he gets caught off. Poco Gator dropped by Bobo. Ab 40 and company. Ab 40 being sprayed out. Vanish is on the other side. He doesn't
Bomb
know that
acquired.
Ab 40. Takes the high ground. Archeron.
Bomb dropped.
Sprayed out by Vanish.
Bomb spotted.
2v2. Ab 40 might run into that one. Blind. He gets
Last
caught
one.
out.
Complete the mission.
Now Juanita left alone. 1v2. A response mustered up by anti-meta. Vanish against anti-meta, against
Nice
Juanita
work.
rather,
Ready
and
for
he
the
wins
next
the
round.
gunfight. Vanish for anti-meta to claim one win.
Enemy
A
has
response
dropped
on
the bomb.
search and destroy.
Destroy
One
the
hard
objectives.
point.
We got the bomb.
Anti-meta one hard point. Billy Boys just lost hard point. Anti-meta took it. The start of this SND match was shaky. Ab 40 drops Bobo but traded in by PK. PK drops Juanita. As PK again drops Archeron. Tolu trades in with Diddley. PK long distance against Tolu. 2v2. Poco Gator putting them on notice, trying to plant the bomb. Doesn't get a chance to do so. He's now just firing wildly to make sure he's not being watched. Someone notice Vanish
Finish the mission.
sabotages that effort. Well done. But it might be for naught as Tolu
Bomb
sneaks
spotted.
up on him. Vanish knows he's
Bomb
there.
acquired.
Knows exactly where the bomb was. Vanish will wait patiently
Bomb
so
has been
and
planted.
finally drops him while the bomb was down. Plenty of time to defuse and get the win for anti-meta to level things.
Bomb defused. Nice
Empire
work.
choking.
Get ready for the next round.
I wouldn't say that, Raven. They just brought it back. They leveled the field. Seems like they were choking the first two rounds. They just collapsed entirely. But they seem to have found their footing finally.
They have the
Bomb
bomb.
delivery. That responsibility going the way of Poco Gator, who's carrying Ab 40 and company. Wow, the nade from Poco Gator catches Bobo. The trade comes in. It's Tolu who fell. Diddley drops Juanita. Ab 40 trades in with Diddley. Vanish still on the back alley. Will try and wait. Poco Gator is waiting patiently. And Vanish loses the gunfight. Archeron and company coming as backup. Buddha left alone. 1v3.
Sniper down.
He catches Archeron and ducks. Gonna wait for the rest. He catches Poco Gator on the snipe. What? 1v1. Ab 40. Paranoia peeking. As he tries to go for the flank, he just might be onto something with that maneuver. But it's now going to be head-on, inevitable against Buddha, and Buddha falls. Ab 40 doing well to predictively fire straight at that doorway. They take back their lead. Billy Boys
defend the objectives. The enemy has the bomb.
Against the anti-meta, the nades tossed, throwables out. Catching nobody caught. Someone specifically hurt. It's P-Kicks who falls. Diddley trades in with Tolu. Oda with a sniper. Nobody home to receive. Ab 40 on the other side will just predictively hold the line to wait and see someone by the window. It's Bobo by the window. He sprays and misses him. Will try and trade in. Ab 40 retreats just in time. Juanita on the other side will go straight at the A point. Poco Gator dropped by Vanish. Juanita tries to catch Diddley. Diddley dropped by Juanita. Buddha trades in with a sniper. Ab 40 left alone for the Billy Boys side. As now a 2v1. The bomb is down. 20 seconds to respond. Bobo versus Ab 40. Bobo loses the gunfight. Quick! On his feet. Ab 40. Nade tossed out. Buddha. He has a CBR4 and loses the gunfight to Ab 40 with plenty of time for the defuse. Ab 3, 2, 1. He waits. What was that lag?
Nice work.
What the hell was that? Because it looks like a masterclass in choking to me. Was that lag?
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Grenade out.
Now Diddley charges with the bomb for anti-meta. Archeron will be waiting long distance. Ab 40 exposes himself and takes down Diddley. Takes down Diddley, who was holding the bomb for anti-meta. Vanish falls as well. P-Kicks comes in to cover the spot, but dropped as well. 4v5. The full Billy Boys squad is still out there as Archeron takes the snipe on Bobo. A complete collapse from anti-meta, as they could not have a heads or tails of where they were going to take the bomb.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
Systematically taken apart. What the hell was that though from Billy Boys? That was theirs to take.
Objective.
On the defuse and anyway,
Frag out.
pray to God. I hope it was lag. I'm going to chalk it down to lag. There's no way. There's no way he will just do that. Right now, Bobo attack. Tolu takes the kill. Billy Boys well on their way to take this one. Vanish trades in with Ab 40.
Bomb acquired.
3. Poco Gator goes long on the switchblade. Nobody home to receive. Archeron still sniping at the A point. Nobody home. Juanita waiting predictively at the B point. Going to walk by that alley. On the other side, where do these guys choose to go? Vanish chooses to go straight at the A point. Might regret that choice. He's facing the wrong way. Duck for cover as Archeron is still sniping. He's going to wait to catch someone who peeks at the wrong time. He just might, and he catches Buddha, who fails to land, and P-Kicks caught again. Vanish trades in with Poco Gator, but it's not enough. Vanish trades in with Archeron. It might be enough this time. 1v1 against Juanita. Juanita on the CPR4. Caught on a lag.
Nice work.
I'm not certain to lag. I don't know. 4-4. We're level. Anti-meta. Dragging this one out. We might see a round 11.
Destroy the objective.
We might see a round 11. Juanita freshly connected. Yep, it was lag. Robo's tossed and catches nobody. As the Blues rotate fully for the B point early, Archeron will be waiting in the wings. Archeron caught out by Diddley, who claims first blood. Now the Yellows know very well what's happening. Ab 40 dropped by Diddley. Vanish drops Juanita. as Billy Boys now crumble. Deadly dropped by Tolu while on his way to trade in Poco Gator. With Tolu in tow as the backup. 4v2. P-kicks dropped by Tolu. Slowly leveling things.
Finish the mission.
But Tolu finally caught by Buddha for the first time in this search and destroy matchup. Anti-meta take the lead. For the first time in this one, in this search and destroy round, anti-meta have the lead. They have control. Safe firm, only one round. Billy Boys can take it back. Billy Boys predictably go straight at the B point this time. Wrong bet. As this time 4 bets are off for the A point. Diddley takes down Juanita. Vanish holding steady. The yellows place the bet on the wrong point. The bomb being put down. 30 seconds to take action. Buddha's waiting. Diddley is back up. Take down Poco Gator. Tolu trades in. Ab 40 dropped by Vanish. Tolu trades in with Buddha. But dropped by Bobo. Archeron left alone on the snipe against Bobo. 2v1 and anti-meta take the win yet again on SND. They took hard point. And now SND. Are Billy Boys lagging? Might seem so. Might seem so. Yes, they did choke 2 rounds, but what seemed like lag. HP hardpoint goes the way of anti-meta. Now search and destroy. First 2 rounds shaky for them, anti-meta, but they recovered and take the win. Out of 5 for anti-meta.
It's a draw. Stand down.
As now we see control. Yeah, well played from both teams. Lag is an unfortunate thing with our continent, man. Very unfortunate. We had in control, still a chance for redemption for Billy Boys. A chance for redemption for Billy Boys. Frankly, considering the way Billy Boys played the first 2 rounds of Search and Destroy, they might have taken it if it wasn't for the lag. Honestly. Ruthlessness. The way they started that Search and Destroy. Anti-meta didn't seem like they had a clue. They capitalized on the lag and took them apart systematically later on. Anti-meta. 2 out of 5 go their way. Hardpoint and Search and Destroy. Control remains. They could win out the series right now with this game. The comeback, on the other hand, could begin for Billy Boys with control. The comeback could begin for Billy Boys with control.
Slowly.
60 seconds.
The Call of Duty community learns that glory isn't given.
This for my kid. Everything we did for the crib did hit. Flexing with Vince this trip. Going Greg 6 and G6. Lit live 76. Eating squid this and that's a shame. Ticket strip.
A brief recap of what has happened so far. Billy Boys took out Defiance in the first semi-final of the day. Defiance unfortunately not going according to the script that they hoped this time. Billy Boys take the win on that particular occasion on Hardpoint and Search and Destroy. Our second semi-final saw Ace Gamers take on Anti-Meta. Ace Gamers saw a forfeit on Hardpoint because of time wasting. They set a password on their lobby and did not let anyone in. They got disqualified on Hardpoint. Their chance for redemption otherwise came on Search and Destroy. It didn't happen. Anti-Meta took the win on S&D, thus sending them automatically to the final to face up against Billy Boys. The first round of Hardpoint and Search and Destroy goes the way of Anti-Meta. Of course, that brings us nicely into our finals here. Again, finals being a best of 5. Like I said, Hardpoint went the way of Anti-Meta rather. Search and Destroy, the way of Anti-Meta as well. As we head straight into Control, they're opening a new lobby. Versus Anti-Meta, the Gladiators towing the line for Billy Boys, Poco Gator, Juanita, Ab 40, Archeron, and Tolu. Diddley, Pikix, Buddha, Vanish, and Tummy will be the mercenaries for Anti-Meta. We had in Control. Map of choice to be Slums. This is Control. The chance for Anti-Meta to close the series out begins now. The chance to begin the redemption story. The chance to begin the redemption story for Billy Boys begins now. Depends on how you look at it. It will be redemption or the collapse in one sitting. They could take the win and close out the series right now. Anti-Meta. It all begins in the next 10 seconds. Hardpoint for Anti-Meta. Search and Destroy for Anti-Meta. Where will Control lean? We find out now. Billy Boys versus Anti-Meta on Control. This is Slums. This is Saturday night Call of Duty up and gunning weekly scrims. To hold the point, it's Billy Boys. For the uptake, it's Anti-Meta.
Enemy down.
Remember, for Control, the catch here, it's shared lives, 30 lives amongst the whole team. Let me put this full screen. Oh, sorry. The advantage of life swinging early the way of Billy Boy, 25 and 23. The uptake hasn't even begun for anti-meta, struggling to even get a foothold on the B point. Well covered. Ab 40 drops Buddha. The uptake begins, bodies sent to the B point. Tummy and P kicks bearing that responsibility. P kicks on the outskirts. Dropped as Tummy might face up a 4v1 uphill battle literally as Ab 40 Tolu comes in and spoils the party. Will he clean? He does. Into only quarter way taken. The life count 19 on 15, heavily on the back foot. Anti-meta, they need a full squad wipe of the Billy Boys, which they've started. 17 on 14, 3 more lives left to trade in. But the uptake of lives nowhere, the uptake of the points rather, nowhere near where it's supposed to be on a regular control match. They start sending bodies straight, committing for the B point. Anti-meta, well on their way to taking it. They stop the clock. P-kicks holding on the outskirts of those exploded SUVs. They have B. Now to the A point, with now suddenly a trade, a switch up in the life count. The Billy Boys are on the back foot with 11 lives, 13 for anti-meta. The Slayers working overtime. Tolu frags Buddha from the window, but he gets fragged out by P-kicks. At 40 by the water fountain. Has to go long on the M13 Morning Star. Catches Diddley. Coco Gator elsewhere, catching Vanish. The life count 7 on 10. 3 in superiority. Commentators curse. 9 on 7. Just 2 lives. As they hold the A point, they need to stop the clock somehow. But they're not committing bodies right now. The life count not enough for that effort.
We're running out of lives.
5 lives to 8 for anti-meta, who have the advantage, but they could waste that away quickly. 6 to 5, 5 on 5. It's anyone's game. Up in the air. P-kicks falls to Archeron. 5 lives to 5. The clock is ticking. 15 seconds for movement from anti-meta. They have to do something. Biding for time. It's Billy Boys who are wasting time on the clock. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds as Billy Boys close out the series. The first round barely on the dying second. Life count wasted. It goes the way of the Billy Boys, who hold it. Control. First round of control goes the way of Billy Boys. The role reversed. This time Billy Boys charged with taking of the point. The charge for the B point. FJ hits nobody. Archeron finally finds
Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone
Archeron
inbound.
traded in by anti-Tummy, who's watching. Ab 40 also watching long distance. P-kicks waiting in the wings. When he will slide through there, but he gets caught off by Vanish as they start cleaning
Lost the
out
lead.
the Billy Boys squad.
Friendly predator
They fall
missile
behind the
inbound.
lives by 3 lives, 28 on 24. The uptake of the points so far hasn't started as Vanish.
We've taken the
Frustrating. They're getting cleaned out. The Billy Boys haven't set foot even on the B point. Ab 40 still waiting by the
hostile
dumpster.
hunter-killer drone
Tommy on
inbound.
the other side, also
Lost the
waiting.
lead.
As his backup, Ab 40 drops Tommy. P-kicks still waiting for him to set any foot in there. He hasn't. 16 on 25 in the life count. The Blues, Onida tries to commit. He gets dropped, but he trades in with P-kicks with that Vortex gun before he dies out. Ab 40 drops Tommy and Vanish, dropped by Archeron. As the life count drastically drops for the side of the Billy Boys. 14 on 21. That's a heavy drop, and they haven't captured any point. The B point,
Capturing Bravo.
quarter weight taken. Archeron comes through with the Annihilator to frustrate as they go in for the full uptake of the B point. Archeron on the outskirts. Now leveling things on the life count suddenly. 13 on 14. They had a 10 life advantage, the anti-meta team. That has suddenly evaporated. as B gets fully taken. Now A. For the uptake, the Blues are in there.
Hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
P-Kicks comes through with Tommy as backup. Diddley vanish and P-Kicks fall. Suddenly a 5 life superiority count for the Billy Boys in a matchup where they were on the back foot in this round, and they're so close to taking the A-point. Control seems to be their game as they are about to fully take the A-point.
Captured Alpha.
This is going according to script for the Billy Boys. They take the second round of Control. One more round and Control is fully theirs.
We've taken the lead. Predator missile inbound.
Predator missile raining hell early on. The third round.
Friendly airstrike
40.
incoming. Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Archeron rains hell on his own. Another Predator missile from Tolu as well. That's preventing an uptake of the point by any means necessary from the anti-meta team. Diddley finally slides in there along with P-Kicks as backup. Juanita to try and force his way in there, holding a Locust, peculiar choice on his part. Quarterway taking the point, the B point.
Lost the lead.
The life count speaks for itself. 4 lives behind the anti-meta team. 16 is the current life count.
Target down.
24 and 15 commentators curse. The cleanup from Archeron.
We're almost there. Keep it up.
The backup from Tolu. They wait predictably for P-Kicks incoming, but Archeron falls. Tolu in the back alley does well to hold. He gets caught out by Diddley, who gives him the Diddley. 18 on 13. Still falling behind the anti-meta team. Control does not seem to be their game. Juanita ducks behind the dumpster long distance to try and recover. The Locust not hitting its mark. The B point going the way of the Yellows. But at what cost? He's still behind on the life count. By 1 life, but still. Deficit as they head into the A point. By the fountain. The A point heavily held. Ab 40 and company fully surrounding it. And you hold it by the doorway. Buddha. Behind that wooden plank.
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Now falling the way of anti-meta. 5 to 7. Archeron comes in to spoil the party. They see Tommy. Tommy retreats to save face and save his life. P-Kicks.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed.
Will meet Archeron either way and loses the gunfight, as now the life count evened out 5 to 5.
Taking the lead.
5 to 3 as the dominoes fall for anti-meta.
Be advised, hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
On their way to losing another round of
Enemy airstrike
control.
incoming.
Archeron
Careful.
rains
Lost
hell
the
with a
lead.
cluster strike. Diddley drops Tolu. 4
Taking
to
the
3.
lead.
Archeron heavy. No response left. 3v1. Diddley on his own. 1v3. He drops Juanita. 1v2, but Ab 40 finally takes the win on Control. He takes the win on Control for the Billy Boys. Okay, yep, they left. Oh, GG's. So anti-meta win from a disqualification. Alright, it's GG's then. Anti-meta then go on to claim hardpoint, search and destroy, and control. Control claimed by a disqualification. Technically, their gunfight was won by the Billy Boys, but disqualification goes the way of anti-meta, who take the win 3 rounds out of 5. But we'll just about do it for this week's Up and Running Weekly Scrims. I've been your Maestro Mayhem Eugene Abu Dhabi. I'll catch you next week. More Call of Duty action brought to you by 10 and 80, partnered with Carbon. Catch you in the next.
Call of Duty community learns that glory isn't given,